the Irish Consul in Peru. Thank you again, Mr. Russell, for visiting us. So we are curious about how is education organized in the country. What levels do you have there?
Well, we have all three levels. First, I would say education is completely free at all three levels. Completely free. That is, nobody pays any fees. From preschool, kinder, right to including university. So no fees are paid.
Oh, that's wonderful. I read something about homeschooling. I read that is allowed in the country. Students can study at home. Is it true?
Yes, they have programs. This was also specifically because we have what we call travelers. They were forms of. It was a class something like gypsies that were disenfranchised. They were thrown off their land during the famine, a lot of them, in 1848, and they travel around. And so they have schools that they can do from home. And we do have for special students. We're trying to do a program of inclusion for everybody, for special people as well, in the education system.
And the education in your schools is taught just in English or also in Irish?
No, we have two languages, English and Irish. Majority of schools are English, but what's interesting is the majority of new schools, the parents are opting to have it in Irish, our national language.
That's right. Yes. Is religion having an important role in high school in your education?
Well, let's say something. Thanks to the British, when we were a colony, Ireland was the first country in Europe to have education for 8 years. That is, since 1838, Irish children have been able to go to school free for 8 years since 1838. We have but the other thing is, they're quite often, apart from being organized on language lines, the schools are quite often organized, are affiliated with different religions too, Catholic and Anglican, etc. There are private schools, but there's only a few private universities. Mostly, the quality of our education is quite good. In fact, for Microsoft executives, for example, if a Microsoft executive comes here to Peru, his children will be sent to a private school paid for by Microsoft. But Ireland's one of the few countries where they're not allowed to go to private schools because the education system is so good. To measure the quality of education, we have 5 billionaires. 3 of them send their children to state schools, not to private schools.
When students finish the secondary level, do they have state examination exams?
Yes, this is the other thing. We have, get into university. In your 3rd year, you will take a set of exams, which will give you an idea of your aptitude, etc. In your 4th year, you decide what you're going to study in your 5th year, and at the end, and then you also apply to various universities, and for what faculty you want to go into. That is what you call carrera in Spanish. What faculty, like law, etc. You will get back a notice saying what you need to do in your final year in order to get into that university and what marks you need to get in what subjects. And what happens is the finals for high school, secondary school, for example, if the exam is physics, everybody in the whole country will write the same exam at the same time and the same day, and then it's marked. So the universities don't have to have an entrance like here. You don't have to do. And because we go to school more hours, we only have 8 weeks holidays per year, 6 at summer, not 2 months or 3 months, 1 at Christmas and 1 at Easter. We go more years. You don't start this like 2 years or 1 year pre general studies. You've done all your. You've probably gone to school about almost a year and a half more from grade 1 to 5 years secondary. You'll have gone to school almost a year and a half more than a Peruvian student would have done.
So that means that marks are very important. The marks will decide what universities you can apply.
Yeah. Well, the marks will only consist of 1 exam. You write the same exam, but it's weighted as well.
Yes. So what about if Peruvian students, for example, want to study there in a university? Do we
Well, we don't have any undergraduate, what they call undergraduate scholarships. And then any scholarships we have with the EU, the European Union, Union Europea, the EU, we call it. Because undergraduate, I mean, any student can apply to go there, but they would have to pay as a private student. We also have a couple of private universities as well, that are highly regarded. But most students there are foreign, actually.
So can you recommend us if we want to study there English, and then...
Well, what I can do, if you give me your email, I'll be more than happy to send you some email web pages where you can find a wealth of information about studying in Ireland. Both English is a big business in Ireland, and studying English is a big, both studying English or studying at university.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks a lot for the time.
Any
Thanks a lot.
other preguntas?
Okay, it's my turn.
Your turn, yeah.